Hey lads, I've been posting so much more on my Instagram at JarradHD. Make sure you go and follow me if you want to keep up to date with everything I'm doing on and off YouTube. I've rebuilt a lot of clubs from a lot of different nations, but never a Turkish side. Well, today, that changes. The struggles of Fenerbahce have gone almost unrecognized in mainstream football media. But the fact of the matter is that one of Turkey's greatest sides are in a tricky situation. Fener currently find themselves enthralled in the relegation battle of the Turkish Super League, only 4 points ahead of Bursaspor. I mean, this is a club that should be competing in European football every season. So today, we will be taking over Fenerbahce and not only dragging them away from the relegation zone, but also to Champions League glory. Today, we rebuild Fenerbahce. G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome back to another rebuild, but this one is a rebuild of a different class. We travel to the city of Istanbul, where we take over one of Turkey's most successful clubs, Fenerbahce. Let's get it done. For those of you who have not seen a rebuilding challenge video yet, here are the rules. So the main objective of this is to take a team to the Champions League final. We will be simulating every single game up until the Champions League final, which we will play ourselves. We can make whatever transfers we like. Realistic, unrealistic, it does not matter. There's a big focus on the transfer window, only showing players that we sign. And finally, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. Let's get into the rebuild. If you guys are excited for this rebuild and happy that I've finally gone to Turkey, make sure you leave a like on the video. And also, if you are new around here, make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. The thing is, it's kind of surprising that Fenerbahce are in the position they are because they've got a quality side. It is a pretty old squad for the most part, but there are a lot of big names in here. Martin Skirtle, Valbuena, Soldado, Slimani, Victor Moses. It's a good side. Are you on the bench? Yeah, Fenerbahce have a very good squad, but it's just a matter of fact of really euthanizing it, getting a young core into the squad. So a lot of work needs to be done this season. There are 4 positions that I want to try improving on, but I'm not sure I'll be able to cover them all. So it's going to go striker, left back, right back, and center defensive midfielder. Get some young players into the squad that can grow, but I expect basically this entire squad to be replaced within the first few seasons. But anyways, let's stop blabbering on. Let's get into the transfer business. A player departure to kick things off. Topal is making the move to Celtic. We're going to sell him for £4.2 million. Our first signing in charge of Fenerbahce is going to be a new left-back signing. We have signed Junior Firpo from Real Betis for £12 million. And we have signed a striker that I don't think I've signed for a long time. He used to be like my go-to player in FIFA 17, but it is Breel Mbolo, the Swiss striker signing from Schalke for just £12.6 million. A new centre midfielder slash centre defensive midfielder here as we sign Arnie Meyer from Hertha Berlin, I believe it was. The German comes across though to Fenerbahce for £12.4 million. We are getting business done early, lads. This is great. And a player departure here as we sell Alper Potok to West Bromwich Albion for £7.7 million. So a solid start to life in charge of Fenerbahce. Firpo, Mbolo and Meyer into the club. Topal and Potok out of the club. This is what our starting 11 looks like at the moment. Got to get it growing, got to get players in and out, but I honestly don't know what to expect this season. Obviously, we want to avoid the relegation zone, not that there's a second Turkish division in FIFA, but let's see how we're going on the 1st of January. And we have signed a new right back here in season 1, or the January transfer window. It is going to be Joachim Mayl, the Danish right back, signs from Genk in Belgium for £12.9 million. And a player departure here as we have sold Ozbayarakali. I apologize, I'm probably going to butcher a bunch of these Turkish last names. We've sold Senna to River Plate for £4.35 million. And on deadline day, we are going to sign a new centre-back. It's someone that's not going to come into our starting lineup initially, but a good investment of a player to grow in the background. It is Panagiotis Retsos. Retsos is a Greek centre-back signing from Leverkusen for £8.9 million. So there we go, 2 improvements to our back line. Mailey and Retsos coming into the club, and that guy going out. But this is what our side looks like at the end of season 1. All in the mid 70s or high 70s. But how will we finish in the league? Wait, did I even check how we were going? I don't think I checked how we were going at the halfway point. We're sitting 5th. I apologize for that. I forgot to check in with how we were going on the 1st of January. But right now we are in 5th. So we're making a push for European football. But anyways, let's get to the end of season number 1. So at the end of season 1, we have finished in 4th position, which I think means that we qualify for Europa League football again next season. We did play in the Europa League this season, so interested to see how we go in that. But Galatasaray did come back and win the league, or they won the league quite comfortably. 14 points clear of Besiktas. Really for us, it's breaking out of this top 4 here, because ourselves, Besiktas, and that other side from Istanbul, whose name I'm not going to try pronunciating, along with Galatasaray, are the toughest clubs, the best clubs, we're the standout clubs. But scrolling down, there's all the other results, but we have finished in 4th. In the Turk Kupası, we did take down Galatasaray on penalties, so we have won that trophy. In the Champions League, it was Barcelona winning an all-Spanish affair 3-0, and Juventus won the Europa League. How did we go in the Europa League? So we got out of our group with Anderlecht. In the round of 32, we faced Leverkusen and got eliminated on away goals. So we made it to the round of 32 of the Europa League. So that is season 1 done and dusted. Next season, however, is sure to be quite interesting. I plan on getting rid of a lot of our old players that are just being inconveniences, really. So let's crack on to season 2 with Fenerbahce. And it is another striker signing to kick off our second season in charge of Fenerbahce. We have brought in Rafael Santos Borré, the striker from Colombia, comes across from River Plate for £16.5 million. Mauricio Isla is departing the club. The Chilean makes the move to Saint Etienne for £3.45 million. Mehmet Ekici is leaving the club. He is going to Red Bull Salzburg for £4.5 million. Hassan Ali Calderim is off to Racing Club Santander for £2.6 million. And Nabil Dira has made the move to another Turkish side. It is to Besiktas for £3.25 million. I wasn't lying when I said we were getting rid of a lot of players. Roman Nudstarter, the Russian centre-back, makes the move to Santos now for £2.4 million. So we have signed ourselves a brand new goalkeeper. I was going to say a brand new number 1, but at the moment a brand new number 12. It is someone I've signed a little bit lately. It is Alessio Cragno, £16 million for the Italian. Welcome to Fenerbahce. Another very busy window here. We weren't given as much money as we were in season 1, but we made the most of what we had. Borré and Cragno in, and a lot of players out. This is what the starting 11 now looks like. Hopefully we can make a push further up the table, but we're checking on the 1st of January. So we currently find ourselves on the 1st of January in the same position where we finished last season, 4th place. We are 9 points away from 1st place, Besiktas, so a little bit of ground to make up, but definitely still in the hunt for Champions League football. So we are going to make our first pre-contract signing of this rebuild. Don't worry, I won't be going crazy on them. I think I might make it a rule that I'm not allowed to make more than 3 pre-contract signings across the course of a rebuild, but we are going to make one here. It is going to be Nabil Fekir. We're going to go up a whole nother level next season. In season 3, we will be welcoming the Frenchman to Fenerbahce. So just the one signing of Nabil Fekir, definitely a lot less busy of a window compared to Season 1's January transfer window. However, I am so excited for him to come in next season. Let's see if we have Champions League football to play with or not. I guess progress is progress. We go up one position compared to last season, up to third, finishing on 65 points. Only 5 losses all season, but the draws are what really killed us. I feel like though, once we break into that sort of top 2 first and second mold, we won't leave it. Once we get past over that hurdle, we will just be unstoppable, but we finish in third, and there are all the other results for anybody that cares. The good news though is that we go back to back in the Turk capacity, taking down Besiktas 3-0. Taking a look around the other tournaments though, PSG did win the Champions League over Liverpool, and Atletico Madrid took down Ajax in the Europa League. How did we go this season? So we got out of our group, we got to the round of 32 and beat Tottenham. Okay. Round of 16, how did we go? Sorry, round of 16, we lost to Roma 3-1 on aggregate. So again, we went up one spot in the Turkish league, and then we went one round further in the Europa League. So we're slowly getting there, lads. Really enjoying this rebuild so far. It's quite unique to what we've done before because there's so much more of a step up to get into those Champions League spots. They're so much harder to come by. But let's crack on with Season 3. Nabil Fekir coming in. Come on, Fener. Season 3 begins with a player departure as we sell Tolga Arslan to Independiente for £6.8 million. And our first signing of season number 3 is going to be a new left midfielder. We are going to bring in Jacob Brun Larsen, the Danish left midfielder from Borussia Dortmund, for £16.1 million. And we have sold Mathieu Valbuena to Fortuna Dusseldorf for £4.7 million. And we have sold Tolga Sigursi to Besiktas here. Maybe a little bit controversial, don't know the dynamic between Fenerbahce and Besiktas in terms of a rivalry, but we have sold him for £7.5 million. We upgraded on the left-hand side of our midfield. Now we upgrade to the right-hand side as we sign Reiss Nelson from Arsenal for £13.9 million. So 2 players in, 3 players out in this window. Larsen and Nelson into the squad. Arslan, Valbuena and Sigursi out of it. And this is what the starting 11 looks like. Of course, we got Fekir in this season as well. So the squad is coming together. The centre backs are probably the next area we need to improve on, but I'm hoping Retsos grows up a little bit more so that we can throw him in instead of Aziz. But regardless, let's check in at the halfway point of the season, hopefully in first or second position. This is what we want to see. Currently top of the Super League, 8 points ahead of Konyaspor, who are in third position. Our goal is to obviously just win the league, but top 2 would get us into the Champions League, I believe. But let's hope we hang on for the second half of the season and can finish top of the Turkish Super League. We are going to make a free agent signing here. It is a long name. It's Luan Wagner de Cruz Jr. Free agent signing from Brazil. Welcome to Fenerbahce. No idea what he's going to become, but he's going to be a good squad player for the meantime. And you might have seen when we signed that free agent that we were in talks with Dhaka, but we have secured his services. Patson Dhaka, a release clause of £4.25 million. He comes across from Red Bull Salzburg. What a fantastic find. So 2 players in this January transfer window, De Cruz Jr. and Dhaka. Our squad coming along quite nicely. Players continuing to grow. It's a slow but steady progress here with Fenerbahce. Let's get into the end of the season and hopefully see ourselves on top of the table. That is what we want to see. We have absolutely blown away the competition this season, and I think this season begins our domination era in the Super League. We have finished top of the Super League, 16 points clear of Galatasaray. Most importantly though, we will be playing Champions League football next season. This is the rest of the table. Besiktas finishing in 8th, but I am stoked to be top of the table. We also win the Turk capacity for the 3rd straight season, on fire in that tournament. Atletico Madrid, they win the Champions League on penalties over Barcelona. And we made it to the final of the Europa League. Wow, I did not expect that. We made the final of the Europa League, where we lost 2-0 to Liverpool. Wow, who did we take down on the road there? We took down Arsenal, Leverkusen, Nice, and Borussia Mönchengladbach. Wow. I'm not even mad about losing the final. That is fantastic. So that is the end of season number 3. By far, our best season so far with Fenerbahce. Absolutely killed it this year. Let's crack on to our first season in the Champions League and see how we go in that tournament. So excited. A centre-back signing to kick off our 4th season with Fenerbahce. It is going to be Abdou Diallo, the Frenchman, coming across from Borussia Dortmund for £28.2 million. A player departure. Our reserve goalkeeper, Haran Tekin, has been sold to River Plate for £4.2 million. And yet another player departure here as we sell Serdar Aziz, our reserve centre-back, to Buenos Aires for £11 million, otherwise known as Boca Juniors. £11 million there for his signature. And just a free agent free agent regen signing. It is going to be Eric Horoso, a young centre-back, nothing too special at the moment, but we are going to bring the Slovakian in here as a player that can either grow and become a quality player, or that we can sell on for a profit in a few years' time. It's like investing in the future. Start putting some money down on them now and then get big rewards hopefully in a few years' time. In terms of our other windows, it's definitely been quality over quantity, but we've brought in a great centre-back and a potential future star centre-back. Diallo coming into the starting 11 though is going to be a thing of beauty. We are in the Champions League this season, however, so let's go and see what our group is going to look like for the first time. So we've been drawn into a pretty difficult group here to start off life in the Champions League. Tottenham, the current semi-finalists in the Champions League at the time of recording. We've got them, we've got RB Leipzig, who have a great young core of talent, and then CSK in Moscow, who could surprise a few. But let's see how we go. Are we up to the test? Are we getting to the knockout rounds? Let's find out. Nope. It's an L. We don't get out of the group stages. We finish 3rd in our group, so I think that means we will be playing in the Europa League. So hopefully we go a step further in the Europa League, but 3rd place in Group B of the Champions League, not over the moon about that. However, at the halfway point of the Turkish Super League season, we are top of the league, a lot closer than last season though, as we are sitting in 1st on 38 points. We are going to make our 2nd pre-contract signing. It is going to be Paulo Dybala, who will be joining us next season. I will be playing him on the right wing position. So excited to have him join, and I'm going to call that an end to the pre-contracts for today's video. Sometimes I do 3, but today we're going to do 2. Paulo Dybala, a pre-contract signing for season number 5. So excited for Dybala to come into the club next season, but we're going to have to focus on the here and now. How are we going to finish season number 4? Hopefully qualifying the Champions League, but let's go and suss it out. Get in there. Only 1 loss all season. I swear, did we have only 1 loss at the halfway point? I feel like we had 3 or 4, but maybe I'm just going insane. No, we had 5 draws, but regardless, whatever. We have finished top of the Turkish Super League, meaning we get automatic qualification into the Champions League again next season, which I am absolutely stoked about. Unfortunately, we don't win the Turk Kupası for a 4th straight season. Where did we finish? Oh my, we got eliminated in the round of 16. Yeah, that's a real fall from grace considering we've won the past 3. Of course, we were eliminated in the group stages of the Champions League. Barcelona did win that tournament though. I feel like themselves and Atletico Madrid have been going back and forth so much. And Manchester City did win the Europa League. Where did we make it? Oh, okay, so we lost to Man City in the semi-finals. So not a bad result there in the Europa League. So that is the end of season 4. Definitely had its ups and downs, but I expect us to get deep in the Champions League next season with Dybala coming in. Let's crack on to season 5. Season 5 kicks off with a player departure. We have sold Samed Karakok to Cologne for £1.4 million. Salih Ucan, the Turkish midfielder, has made the move to the Premier League. We have sold him to Huddersfield for £9.5 million. A third player departure here, as we have sold Diego Reyes to Villarreal. The Mexican centre-back signs there for £14.5 million. another transfer player, another player gone. I'm not even getting my words straight, but another player has departed the club. It is Jailson, the Brazilian midfielder, off to Anderlecht for £5.3 million. I promise you lads, we have a signing hopefully coming up soon. And there it is, we have signed ourselves a world-class centre-back. It is John Stones making the move to Fenerbahce from Manchester City for £41.9 million. I probably can never imagine this happening in real world football, but it's happening in the rebuild. A player departure that might surprise some of you. We are going to shake things up front. We have sold Breel and Bolo to Southampton for £30.4 million. So very heavy on the departures for this window. I wanted to make one more departure so I could splash the cash on a new striker, but we'll save that for January potentially. John Stones in, all those players out. This is what the starting 11 now looks like. Definitely stronger in some areas compared to others, but hopefully we can go well in the Champions League in Season 5. Let's go check out our group. Well, if this ain't deja vu, this is identical to our group from last season, except Juventus have joined it, but Leipzig and Moscow still in there. This is an even tougher group than last year because Juve are just a very good side, so I don't know what to expect. I would hope we could get out of the group this season considering we've got Dybala and Stones in, but anything can happen on FIFA. I'll see you guys at the end of the group stages and on the halfway point of the season. Get in there, fellas. Much better. We have qualified out of the group stages. Ourselves and Juventus absolutely blitzing past the competition, 6 points ahead of Leipzig. So now the big question is, who are we facing for our first knockout game in the Champions League? Fenerbahce versus PS bloody G. You've got to be kidding me. That is going to be a big challenge. Mbappe, Neymar, all these good players. The good news, at the halfway point of the season, we are sitting top of the table, and we are 13 points away from falling out of the Champions League spots, so that's happy days. And we've sold another one of our strikers. He hit his max potential, so I thought, all right, let's get rid of him and upgrade him. Rafael Santos Borja, the Colombian striker, moving to Elland Road to Leeds United for £27.5 million. And there it is. We spend a hell of a lot of money on a new striker. It is going to be Gonçalo Guedes coming to Fenerbahce here from Valencia. The Portuguese left midfielder slash striker has joined for £72.4 million. So Gonçalo Guedes into the club and Borre out of the club. So that takes us to a whole nother level. Our attack's looking good. There's a few little pieces to the puzzle that I still think need filling in before we can seriously have a crack. But maybe this season could see us go pretty deep. PSG's a big hurdle though. Let's crack on and face PSG. Alright, here we go lads. I guess we're going to jump straight into it. It is PSG, the home leg first, so here we are in Istanbul. PSG facing us. Who do they have? They got Mbappe, Richarlison, Neymar. Oh my god, that's a good side. They take the lead and get an away goal, and John Stones picks up an injury for us. Guedes with a yellow card. This is not a good start at all. All the negative things coming towards us, all the good things going towards PSG. Can we get an equaliser? Mail got a yellow card there in the 66th minute, but Larson equalises for us in the 76th minute. So we head into the second leg at the Parc des Princes, all tied up, but unfortunately with PSG having the away goal advantage. Alright, here we go lads, the away leg here at the Parc des Princes. The equation is simple. First thing we need to do is score a goddamn goal. Not get a yellow card, Nabil Fekir. That's not what we want. Verratti gets... Okay! Verratti gets an injury. Dybala gets an away goal. They equalise, but the away goal advantage is out of PSG's favour now. If we can get a second goal here, that would mean that PSG would need to score 2 goals. This is going to go down to the wire, isn't it? 15 minutes to go. Are we headed for extra time? Last few minutes, we're into extra time. I thought maybe somebody was going to step up and get the winner there. Who's going to be the hero? Last 10 minutes. Are we going to pens against PSG? No! Mbappe gets them a winner. In the 120th minute. Are you kidding me? Oh no, we go out in the round of 16 in a thriller. Top of the Super League once again. Definitely not as dominant as last season, but we don't care. As long as we finish top of the league or second in the league, we want to go top, but realistically. But we have qualified again for the Champions League in season number 6. Starting to get some real momentum put together. Very unlucky to lose against PSG, so quite interested to see how we go next season. We're unable to win the Turk Kapasi as well because we have lost on penalties to Trabzonspor in the final. Real Madrid ended up going on to win the Champions League final. They had a pretty tough run there. Of course, we finished in the round of 16. And Chelsea won an all-English Europa League final 3-1 over Arsenal. Domestically, we are absolutely flying. Our squad's improving by the season, but we are just taking it step by step by step in the Champions League, and hopefully the next step in season number 6 is to the final or somewhere around that range. It's going to be quite an interesting season, but let's crack on with it. Get in there, lads. We have signed a free agent player, and this guy looks like he looks like an absolutely ridiculous player. It could in fact be Cristiano Ronaldo's regen. It is Gonzalo Felipe Diaz Resende Bruno, 74 rated striker at age 18. His physical stats look pretty damn good. 5-star weak foot as well. And we're going to sign him on a free deal here. I expect this guy to grow like crazy. A new goalkeeper signing here. We had one Italian in the club in Cranio, and now we're going to upgrade him as we bring in Alex Merritt from Napoli for £40.7 million. Not sure at the moment what I'm going to do with Cranio, but we'll figure that out. A player departure here as we sell Michael Frey to Benfica for £12 million. And another player departure here as we sell Barris Alizzi to Celtic for £15 million. Really trying to get the funds together. So 2 players in, 2 players out this window. Diaz Resende Bruno, who I'm so excited about, into the club. Merritt into the club as well. And it's Frey and Alici out of the club. This is what our starting lineup looks like. Let's go and see who we're matched up against this season in the Champions League. Oh, lads, it doesn't get any easier, does it? We've been matched up against Borussia Dortmund, Inter Milan, and Lokomotiv Moscow. This could really go either way. Obviously, I don't expect Lokomotiv Moscow to do much damage, but Dortmund and Inter, they are fair opponents in their own right. So let's go and see if we can get back to the round of 16. Ooh, this season was much closer in the group stages than last. That's just an indication of how good this group was. We scraped through 1 point ahead of Inter Milan, and we get through to the round of 16 with Borussia Dortmund. Who are we going to be facing in the round of 16? Hopefully someone easier than PS. Nope. We are versing Juventus. Wow. Luckily we've taken Dybala off of them, and I'm assuming Ronaldo has retired because I think we have his regen, but they are still bound to be a quality outfit. Ooh, we're slipping up slightly in the Turkish Super League as well. We haven't been in this position in a while. Currently second. It's a very close 1st to 5th battle. Hopefully we break away in the second half of the season though. And we have splashed the cash on an upgrade to the left back position. Ferland Mendy joining us here in January for £40 million on the dot. Let's welcome the Frenchman to Fenerbahce. Mendy into the club just for this January transfer window. A worthy upgrade. Our squad, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit ambitious heading into this game against Juve. If we can get past them, we'll be in great stead to go deep in the Champions League this season, but let's crack on and see how we go with Fenerbahce. Alright lads, here we go. Juve at home for the first leg here. Full strength starting 11. Not sure who's out. Probably one of our bench players. But, oh, no, that's right. Our Firpo's out through injury. That's right. Who do Juve have? They've got Perrin. They've got Mina playing up front. I thought he was a centre-back. Rightio, Szczesny on the bench. Foden on the bench. They've got a pretty strong bloody bench there. Bentancur, Marquinhos, Militao, Bonucci. How the hell is Bonucci still playing 6 seasons deep? Bonucci would have to be about 40 at this stage. But nothing is happening in this game besides, oh, okay, then it all just kicks off. Capone and Fekir scoring within a minute of each other. And it's the exact same as last season because Juventus, it's a 1-1 draw, but they have the away goal rule. All right, come on, fellas, the away leg now. We travel to Turin, trying to get past the round of 16 for the first time here. We need to score. It's the exact same situation as last season. An away goal is needed on our behalf. 21 minutes into it, nothing happening. A yellow card there for John Stones. They get a goal through Capone, which isn't great, but we need to score an equaliser regardless. Can we make it 1-1? Half an hour to go. Come on, Fener. Let's not get eliminated in the round of 16 for a second straight year. We've got 10 minutes to do it. No. Oh, Talvin comes off the bench and gives us the sword, puts the sword to us because we are now eliminated for the second straight season in the round of 16. Frustrating. And that means I'm going to have to make some big changes next season. Players like Fekir and maybe even Dybala might have to go. Oh, lads, this season has been a major bloody hell, hasn't it? We were making such good progress. Now we've taken half a step back. I think we haven't qualified for the Champions League next season. We might have qualified for like the qualification games. We might have to go through the playoffs. But that's frustrating, man. 73 points, 1 point away from second place Galatasaray. Trabzonspor win the league. What an L of a season. We need to come back stronger next season, maybe with some big changes. The good news, however, is that we have finally got back on top in the Turk Kupasi. Maybe that means we get into the Champions League next season. I hope so. Atletico Madrid once again in the Champions League final. This time they win it. And Liverpool, they win the Europa League final 1-0 over Arsenal. They can't all be golden, lads. They can't all be fantastic seasons. And this is evidence of that. A poor season by our standards, and now we need to really get back to winning ways in season number 7. We're going to begin this, I guess, rebuilding within a rebuild season with a player departure. It is going to be Miha Zajic, who is off to Sporting for £19.8 million. And we've sold John Stones here. Originally, when I bought him, I thought he would be the type of centre-back that we would have for the remainder of the rebuild. But now, he's hit that dreaded 30-year-old mark. So we have got rid of him. He has gone to Ajax for £51.6 million. And we are going to make a signing for a new right winger. It is going to be David Neres, the Brazilian from Ajax. In this save, he went to PSG. We have signed him from PSG for £67.6 million. Welcome to Fenerbahce. I transfer listed so many players and got so little transfer offers. Couldn't do any of the business that I wanted to, so we've only brought in Neres and got rid of Zake and Stones. And this is what the starting 11 looks like. I want to go for a new starting 11 centre-back. I want to get rid of Nabil Fekir and Cranio, and I want to qualify for the Champions League because this season we're only in Europa League, which sucks. So I'll see you at the 1st of January. Okay, Trabzonspor giving us some worries at the moment. We sit in 2nd position, but hopefully we can have a pretty wild January transfer window, get some bloody business done, and dominate the second half of the season and win the Super League. So we have sold Alessio Cranio here. Our backup goalkeeper. He's been a good servant to the club, but it is time for him to move on. He has been sold to Celta Vigo for £34.4 million. We have gone and bought probably one of the best centre-backs in the world at this point of the career mode. It is Nicolas Sciulla. We have brought the German in from Manchester City for just £53.9 million, which I was stoked about. 90 overall. This guy is going to be so good for us. Oh my. Nicolas Sula into the club, Cranio out of it. Still haven't received a damn transfer offer for Nabil Fekir, which is frustrating, but I've got a few players that I'm scouting at the moment, a few free agents, because our squad numbers are quite bare at the moment. We've got very high rated players, but in terms of reserve, we've got only 6 players, so I probably will see you before the end of the season because hopefully we can bring in some free agent talents. If not, I'll see you at the end of the season. So here it is, our first free agent signing. It is Geronimo Sequeira. He is a Portuguese centre midfielder, 66 rated at age 19 is pretty damn good. As you can see, we're putting offers for a bunch of players, but this guy looks very, very good. And we're going to sign him to Fenerbahce as a prospect player. Antonio Chavez is joining us as well. I believe this is the Mexican striker. Yes, it is. Antonio Chavez, the Mexican striker. 62 rated. Again, a prospect, a good number maker. Upper. Welcome to Fenerbahce. And 2 more free agents here. Tom Baxter. I believe he's the English centre midfielder. And I've just seen Mas Wame or whatever his name is. This guy looks like an absolute weapon. 70 rated at age 19. Welcome to Fenerbahce, both of you. And there it is. The final one of our free agent signings has joined the club. Andrew Green has signed with us here at Fenerbahce. £6,800 a week. Welcome to Fenerbahce. Get in there, fellas. We have done exactly what we set out to do, and that was dominate the second half of the season. We end up winning the Turkish Super League by 13 points ahead of Trabzonspor, and that means we will be playing Champions League football next season, and surely going all the way, going very deep. I would hope so, at least. Here is the rest of the Turkish League table. Besiktas have really dropped off over the course of this rebuild. We also did finally win at the Turk Kupası again. It was a few years off, but we're starting to finally get back to dominance. Roma, fair play. AS Roma have won the Champions League, and Borussia Dortmund have won the Europa League. How did we go in that tournament? So we smashed our group H. Then who did we verse? Okay, we beat Standard Liège in the round of 32, and in the round of 16 we took down Ajax. In the quarterfinals we lost to Borussia Dortmund in the quarterfinals, so we lost to the eventual champions. So that is the end of season number 7. We're going to crack on to season 8 with Fenerbahce, and hopefully this is the year we can have a good run at the Champions League title. So we have kicked off this season with a backup goalkeeper signing, and it is a bargain of a signing. Zach Steffen has made the move across from Columbus Crew in the MLS for a release clause of £12.7 million. An 84 rated goalkeeper, not a bad player to have in case of injury to merit. And we have sold Ozan Tufan to Braga for £8.5 million. This game is pissing me off. I have put so many players on the fucking transfer list and haven't got a single offer for them. How am I meant to improve the squad when the board has given me jack all money and I can't sell any of the players I've got right now? It is so frustrating. I wanted to put Guedes into left midfielder. I wanted to sell Nelson and then put Neres back to right wing and buy a new bloody striker, but it just isn't happening. So frustrating, doing my head in. But we're going to suck it up and go check out our group for the Champions League. Oh my god, our luck just isn't getting any better, is it? Group D of the Champions League, and we have Juventus, AS Monaco, and Dynamo Kiev. This is going to be interesting. I would hope that we get through, but I'm kind of cautious. Alright, I'll take that. That's actually better than I expected. We have finished top of Group D and got ourselves back to the round of 16 of the Champions League. Juventus are joining us there. It came down to the wire between them and AS Monaco though. But who are we facing in the round of 16? Come on. PS bloody G. They heartbroke us. They gave us heartbreak a few seasons ago. Yeah, they beat us on pens, I'm pretty sure. So, no, but that's right. Mbappe scored in the 120th minute. So, let's hope we're better this year. And at the halfway point of the Super League season, we sit 1 point behind Galatasaray in second position hopefully we can have a good second half of the season in that tournament like we did last season. And we have sold him. We have sold Reiss Nelson to Crystal Palace. It looks like they're in the championship, judging by the badge on the side of their sleeve, so I don't know how they've afforded to pay £53.4 million for him, but Reiss Nelson from the Champions League to the Championship. Finally, lads, we have done it. We have broken through. We sold Reiss Nelson, and now we have signed a new striker. It is Gabriel Jesus coming across from Real Madrid. £99.8 million for the Brazilian striker. Oh my god, our squad has just gone to another level. PSG, you best be shaking in your boots right now. So I'm so stoked with the signing of Jesus, a big January transfer window pickup, and that's just made our squad look 10 times stronger. PSG, we're ready to battle you. Bring it on. Alright lads, it is time for the away leg here against PSG. Junior Firpo out, but he's on our bench, so it doesn't matter too much. But our main objective here is away goals. They've still got Mbappe, Neymar on the bench. We get an away goal. Gonzalo Guedes giving us the lead. Naby Keita equalizes for them. But us having an away goal is a big dub already. I would love a second away goal. One away goal's huge, but a second just makes things that much more challenging for PSG. Come on, 15 minutes to go. How's it going to end? Are we going to get a second away goal? No, we're not. It's going to be 1-1 heading into the second leg back in Istanbul. All right, lads, the home leg. Firpo and Stefan out. Or is Firpo still out? Yeah, he is. And so is... No, Stefan's back. Okay, that's good. But here we go. We have the away goal advantage, though. If we keep a clean sheet, we get a goal. If we keep a clean sheet, we will go through. Dhaka does put us 2-1 up, though, which is brilliant to see. If it stays like this, your boy's going to be over the bloody moon. Oh my god, Maya has just put us 3-1 up. PSG need 2 goals in the last 20 minutes here. This game can't go to extra time. Neymar comes on. They're not going to come back. There it is. Dakar putting the friggin' cherry on top. And we take down PSG with almost ease. 4-1 on aggregate. Last season's champions, Roma, are our opponents in the quarterfinals here. We're going to have to dethrone the champions if we want any shot of getting that mantra next to our name. We took down PSG, so confidence is at an all-time high, but I'm quite interested to see what side Roma have built out. Also, is this our first time getting out of the round of 16, past the round of 16? I think so. So we're breaking new territory here, lads, in season number 8. But we have the away leg up first against Roma. They've got Nato, Sanabria, Lindelof, Tierney, Karsdorp. It's a decent side. Dhaka putting up a slight little knock there. They've got a good bench. They've got Schick, Unda, Chilwell, Belotti, all these players on the bench. Nothing happening so far. Guedes and Dhaka with injuries and yellow cards respectively. Come on, let's get an away goal. Come on, lads. Last 15 minutes, what's going to happen? They're going to get an injury, and it's going to be 0-0. I mean, I'll take it, but you guys know how important away goals are to me personally and overall. All right, it is the home leg here, but we have our backs up against the wall because Guedes and Dhaka are both out for this one. Guedes suspended, Dhaka injured, but his injury is only going to be for this game. So Diaz Resende Bruno comes in alongside Larson. Let's see how we go. Jesus breaks this wide open. We have the lead, but the real danger is Roma scoring because of the away goal situation. So we move into the second half here. Last half an hour. If we can get a second goal, that would be fantastic. There it is! Jesus! We are 2-0 up, and surely, yes, we are headed to the semi-finals of the Champions League, you bloody ripper. Alright, so 2 teams from Merseyside, 1 team from Turkey, 1 team from Spain, and here we are, the Champions League semi-finals, trying to get past Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, who currently find themselves in a sticky situation in the Champions League semi-finals in real life. But here we go, Fenerbahce versus Liverpool, the first leg at home, which I'm not stoked about, but let's get into it. A full strength squad here for the first leg. We're used to having our games on the road at first, but hopefully we get off to a strong start here. They've brought in, is that Heung-Min Son? I wouldn't assume so, but Kluivert misses a penalty, thank the Lord for that. They've got a pretty decent side here. Van Dijk's still kicking about. Same with Alisson. But Jesus puts us in the lead. Not the first time. He has been such a valuable signing for us. Imagine if we had him last season. But we are 1-0 up here. The most important thing is keeping a clean sheet, though. And as we move into the final 5 minutes, we are going to keep that clean sheet. Thank you, Kluivert, for missing that penalty. Makes me happy that I went for Neres over you a few seasons ago. But we head into the second leg at Anfield with a 1-0 advantage. Deep breath, lads. Focus up. It is the away leg here at Anfield. We keep a clean sheet. We go through to the Champions League final. We score a goal and we're in great position. Come on, lads. Full strength starting 11. Let's get through. Let's get no injuries or any suspensions. And let's crush this rebuild. Come on. If it stays like this, I am the happiest man alive. Into the second half. Yellow card for Grujic. That doesn't bother me at all. Last half an hour. This is going according to plan. Last 20 minutes. Last 15 minutes. Come on, Fenerbahce. Champions League final bound. Yes, we are. We close it out. No injuries. No suspensions, no goals conceded, and Fenerbahce are through to the Champions League final. So we will be facing Real Madrid in the Champions League final. They took down Everton with absolute ease. 2-0, 5-1. Yeah, 5-1 there. We took down Liverpool 1-0. I got a little bit confused for a second, but they took down Everton with ease in the semi-finals. So, Fenerbahce versus Real Madrid, the 2026 Champions League final. Now taking a look around the other competitions, we took down Chelsea. Chelsea took down AS Monaco 2-1 in the Europa League final. Can you tell it's been a long day? And good news, once again, we have had a stellar second half of the season and ended up winning the Super League title with absolute ease. 10 points ahead of Trabzonspor, which is fantastic to see. So, if we can't take down Real Madrid tonight, we will get another shot in Season 9, I believe it will be. And the final for the Turk Kupasi hasn't been played yet, but we got eliminated in the round of 16. Wow, the round of 16. So, yeah. We're not getting another shot at winning that one. Before we get into the Champions League final, we are going to have a look at the squad report. This has honestly been so far a much more difficult rebuild than I first imagined. I thought this would be maybe a 5-season rebuild, but here we are in season bloody 8. Finally getting to the promised land, the Champions League final. It's been an absolute ride, which I'm hoping is going to come to an end with a big victory here against Real Madrid, but that is definitely easier said than done. Let's get into the Champions League final against Real Madrid. It has been an absolute slog of a rebuild, but will this be the final chapter with Fenerbahce? We're about to find out. Real Madrid on the attack here. Vinicius Jr. turning nicely, going back there. They're passing it around crazily well. Fantastic block, though, from Nicolas Sula. They're in the attack here, Real Madrid. Vinicius Jr.'s hit the bloody crossbar. We've got to be getting a follow-up, but De Ligt misses. Oh, my God. We just stood around and watched him. Was he offside? Yeah, he was, so it wouldn't have counted. But Real Madrid are causing us all sorts of problems. Mayo, come on, I'm trying to draw in the right back. There it is. Love that play. We're going to hit it early. Not the cross we were looking for, but it's still on here. No, what the fuck was that, Jesus? Oh, we needed a good ball to Guedes, and we would have been in. We might still have an opportunity, though. Jesus, the finesse. Oh, he just misses. Jesus back to Maya here. We're going to go through Daka. Oh, our finesses are just missing. Oh, we should have scored that one. Let's see how close we got there. The touch Oh, that's an atrocious effort. Oh, it's a poor touch from Mendy. And it might cost us. Nope, it doesn't. But that pass out the back might. Ndombele going out wide here. Good touch from Neres. I see you out wide. I didn't want to go to Jesus, but it actually might work out well here. It is going to. Look at the pace. Jesus going back. Guedes. Oh, straight at Courtois. 3 golden opportunities we've had. Yes, good interception there from Neres. That might help us. Real Madrid's passing game has been trash. No! Oh my god. Our shooting boots are not on in this one. We had the opportunity to take the lead heading into halftime. That is one of the worst misses you will see in a Champions League final. Oh, wake up, Jarrad. Come on. Don't you dare blow that halftime whistle. Don't you dare blow that halftime whistle. Let's make up for that terrible miss. We send it in. Oh, saved at the near post. We are honestly all over Real Madrid in this one. They started off so strong, but we have just been firing at them ever since. This will be the final play of the first half, I would assume. Dybala swinging that one in there. Jesus could have a hat-trick, but it is going to be 0-0 surely headed into the second half. We've been so good. Free kick here for Real Madrid. A little bit worried. They send that one in there. Nothing to be worried about there. Come on, counter-attacking opportunity though. I see that run from Dybala. Oh, it's Jesus, sorry. But I think that might be Dybala at the back post. No, it's Neres. There it is. What a goal. We finally find the back of the net. A beautiful counter-attacking goal. And Neres doesn't miss with his opportunity. We've been very poor in front of goal. But finally, we hit them on the counter-attack and score an absolute thriller of a goal there. Neres making that beautiful run at the back post. Beautiful ball from Jesus. Across the body, off the post, 1-0. Come on, look at these runs. We're honestly a step above Real Madrid here. A second goal would be fantastic. Through Dakar. Oh, good defending there from Jose Gaya. Just as we go to take the shot. But honestly, Real Madrid have done nothing since the first 15 minutes. It's been one-way traffic. Ndombele on the attack here. I'm going to go to it with Mail. They continue to attack though. Boyan Mayarol, who's just come off the bench, goes to De Jong, who's had a very poor game, but they're passing it nicely. Paqueta! You're joking me. You are kidding me. Real Madrid have equalised with their first shot on target for the game. We have dominated them, and they have scored. That's the thing you have to worry about when you're playing on bloody Ultimate. It only takes one opportunity. Terrible marking. Honestly, Meret not even doing anything to put the attacker off. Not that he really could have done much in that situation. But, oh, he could have got a hand to that. Just stick your bloody glove up. But it's 1-1, and that's so undeserved. Mendy going there. I see that run. Oh, well smothered from De Jong. But it's still on here. We're going to go through. Dakar! No! Our finishing has been dreadful. Good defense there from Neres. Oh, they're playing full-on pressure against us, but we can counter-attack that. Neres, look at the numbers we have up. Running up the guts here. Feeding it through. Go on. Maya. Touch. Oh, my God. We just couldn't get the ball out of our feet. The captain could have almost won it for us there. I was smashing B. We'd get the shot off, but it's taken a deflection. Come on, lads. Final moments of this game. We've been all over Real Madrid. We deserve to win the Champions League final. We're going to send it back post. But Laporte's going to get there. Look at Jesus running around with like a chicken with its head cut off. Win the ball back. I don't want an extra 30 minutes. Aha, it's going to go to extra time, isn't it? Real Madrid just passing it around. And the referee blows the full-time whistle. It's an extra half an hour here. Real Madrid score with one shot on target. We have a billion shots and can only find the back of the net once. Let's get clinical. I mean, look at that. 13 shots, 5 on target. 3 shots, 1 on target, and it's 1-1. If that ain't a FIFA scoreline. Man. Oh, it's a ball and a half through there. They hit it! Oh my God, I thought Mayarol just put them in front. That is a heart attack moment. Dakar. Feeding this one through to Neres. He's getting a little bit tired, but we'll keep him on for the meantime because he's been very good. We're going to go out wide there to Guedes. Gonzalo. La Croqueta in the box. Passing it. Jesus, touch! Shot! Was that saved? Oh my god! What a save from Thibaut Courtois. Look at this. The touch, the shot. Oh, brilliant. Alright, we are going to make a substitution here. Paulo Dybala will be coming off. He's got no legs left. And then also Daka will be coming on. I want to see how Diaz Resende Bruno goes. He's got that 5-star weak foot, so let's find out. 120th minute here. Neres is going to get yellow carded, but I have subbed him off. Larson is coming on. We've got 1 minute, otherwise we are headed to extra time. Or penalties, sorry. Fucking penalties. We deserve to win this game. This isn't going to penalties. Larson. Going back. Let's swing this one in. Get your head to it for Kia. No. I'm pressing X. In there. Oh, it's straight at Courtois. God damn it. I don't want pens. We have been so good in this game. And now it's going to pens. You are kidding me. Pens. Let's go, lads. Come on. We're going to be clutch here. Jesus going to the left. Courtois stays rooted to the spot. That's a good start. We need a save. We need a bloody save. Martial is going to go to the left. He's going to go to the left. Tucks it down to the bottom right-hand side perfectly. Diaz Resende Bruno. Top right corner. Top right corner. Middle right. Doesn't matter. It's 2-1. Come on, we just need to keep slotting ours and get a save. This one's going to go left. This one's going to go left. This one goes over! Paqueta chips it like a nonce and misses it. Come on, Fakir. Top left corner. No! Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Bloody hell. Mayoral, he's going left. He's going left. He goes middle and it's all tied up. Wake up, Jared. Guedes is going to the right-hand side here. Oh my god, that was nerve-wracking. Come on, we need a save. Brahim Diaz, you're going to the left. You are going to the left. You're going to the left and we've saved it. Our destiny is in our hands. Mendy, if he scores this, I think we win it. Mendy, going to the left. No, what the fuck? I am to the left and it went straight down the middle. You're kidding me. All right, if we save this, we win it though. You are kidding me. And that one to the left. This one's going to the right-hand side, lads. It's going to the right. It's going to the right. It's saved. We win the Champions League final on penalties. Get in there, lads. Oh, my God. I thought everything was going against us in this rebuild. But we win the rebuild, the Champions League final with Fenerbahce on pens. Merit is the hero. Lads, if you enjoyed this monumental, this classic rebuild, make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. Savor the scenes for the Champions League celebrations. It has been JarradHD here. I am out. Peace. Oh my god.
Sure, they got a one-track mind. Wanna roll with the squad, that's fine. Wanna roll with the king all night. If you know what it brings, alright. Sure, they got a one-track mind. Want go just a couple more times. Want smoke just a couple more times. Want blow just a couple more lines. Me, I'm just on my mission. All black, everything politicking. I'm just painting, but I want y'all to listen. Cause my choice can determine my decision. Look what I'm rocking, they looking and talking. Flow is like butter, I cook with it often. No satisfaction, I'm needing it more. All of this action, I'm keeping it raw. I came to work, they came to party, don't all by myself. Call it flow, open your mind, look at my moves. What do you see when you look at my shoes? They don't see all of the walking it took to blossom from being a pawn to a rook and beyond. All black and I'm calm, king born from here. See when you look at me now, everyone looking, they looking around. Ever since I put a foot on the ground, been in the kitchen, I'm cooking it down. What do you see when you look at me now? Everyone looking, they looking around. Ever since I put a foot on the ground, been in the kitchen, I'm cooking it down. one track mind. Wanna roll with the squad, get fly. Wings up on an all black eye. When it's done, meditate all night. Shorty got a one track mind. Wanna go just a couple more times. Want smoke just a couple more times. Want blow just a couple more lines.